Cassidy fires 2,500.
Danny's trying to decide if Joe's hand is strong enough to stick around for a raise. Could just be a plain old continuation bet.
He slow plays it, just calls.
Danny's decided there's more value to be made on another street.
6 of clubs on the turn.
Not too scary of a card for Joe.
Cassidy checks.
Checking for a little pot control. Not a great card for Danny. It does put some straight draws out there, and it made Joe slow down a little bit.
Danny bets 6,000.
Danny wants to try to build a pot. Joe's now been called on the flop, then bet into on the turn. He knows Danny's got to have some kind of hand.
Joe's coming along for the ride. He calls.
As you can see, he's drawing totally dead.
The river, the 10 of diamonds, a terrible card for Cassidy.
Yeah, even though Joe's hand improves, it doesn't really change anything. If he was behind to a set or a straight before, he's still behind.
Cassidy has checked over to Alaei.
We're likely to see a value bet from Danny. The only question is how much. To do that, he has to put Joe on a hand. The 10's a really good card for Danny because if he put Joe on top pair, this will allow him to make a bigger value bet.
Alaei with a full house. Bet 16-5.
Joe's got 3 10s. It's a hand that's very difficult to lay down.
Joe quickly calls.
Very nice value bet from Danny. Poor Joe Cassidy keeps ending up with costly second best hands. Danny finally makes the baby pair work for him.
Nice hand.
Thank you.
In the meantime, it has been a tough few sessions for Joe Cassidy. He's played 67 hands, and when it's time to show his cards, he has yet to win. On the other end of the spectrum, Joe, sits Justin Bonomo.
That's right. It's a different story altogether for Mr. Bonomo. He's taken more than 80% of the pots at Showdown. That's how you build a stack of 233,000 at the big game. Not a bad day at the office.
This hand starts with Danny Alaei. He folds. Final few hands winding down. Nadya Magnus opts not to play this. Justin folds. Barry's out. Jason, Jack 6 in the small blind. Raises to 1,600.
He's only up against one guy. Why not?
Cassidy is suited.
And dominated.
And calls. Jack, Jack, deuce on the flop.
Once again, Joe Cassidy just getting smashed to bits. Jason's flopped 3 jacks. Cassidy, no pair, no draw.
Mercier fires 2,600.
Jason's making a continuation bet to try to get some value right here. Joe hasn't folded yet. He's got a 10 high, no real draws. He could be picking an unlucky spot to try to make a play.
He calls.
Cassidy's floating, hoping to steal this pot on a later street.
Deuce of diamonds on the turn, giving Mercier a full house.
That deuce doesn't change much. Jason's only behind at this point to quad deuces, and you can't go around putting all your opponents on quads all the time. Looks like he's going to continue to try to build this pot.
Fires 6,200.
He's hoping whatever Joe called with on the flop is good enough to call here on the turn. Cassidy has absolute air. If he's thinking about making a move, his night's about to get a whole lot worse.
And Cassidy finally makes the right move. So Jason Mercier rakes in that pot, but let's remember, he had to reload before this session, and he is down more than 85 grand this week.
Jason and Joe have both been taking a beating this session. Looks like they've resorted to beating on each other.
Just a couple hands left. All eyes still on the loose cannon, Nadya Magnus, who told us earlier in the week she dreams of becoming a professional poker player.
Nadya could rock up for now, but she will have at least one more big decision to make tonight if she hangs on to her profit.
Justin Bonomo decides to raise to 1,400 with pocket fours. Barry folds. Jason Mercier, queen 8 suited.
Jason's reaching for chips. Remember what I said about the cutoff being the new button.
They raise to 4,700.
And the fun begins.
I wonder what Nadya would do if she had pocket kings right now.
Let me find pocket aces one time.
Nope, queen 10.
Never mind.
She folds.
Just kidding.
Bonomo doesn't fold.
Even though Jason's down, he's still trying to take control of this pot. Got the two young guns battling it out.
Jack, ace, jack on the flop. Check by Bonomo. Mercier checks. 6 of spades on the turn.
Bonomo's still ahead with his pair.
Justin checks.
Jason has picked up a flush draw. See if he wants to semi-bluff.
He doesn't. Checks. Deuce of clubs on the river.
Been checked all the way down.
Bonomo checks.
Justin does have the best hand. Jason looks like he's not giving up very easily.
Fires 6,300.
With queen high. Justin trying to sniff out a bluff.
Maybe we should get him a Kleenex. He folds. Mercier takes down the pot.
2 in a row for Jason.
Last hand of the night.
Thank you, Amanda.
You're welcome.
Nadya feeling pretty good. It is hand number 150.
She still has to play this last one, though, Chris. Anything can happen.
Danny folds, and let's see what Nadya has. 5-4. She folds. Nadya will turn a profit. Now it's decision time. Will she walk away with the cash or come back for more? We'll get to her decision in a second. In the meantime, Justin is raised. Action is folded on over to Joe Cassidy.
My range is all over the place here.
Ace deuce offsuit.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Calls.
Joe happy to see an ace, though he shouldn't be. He once again finds himself dominated, even on the last hand.
Trey 7-9, 2 diamonds. Check by Cassidy. Check by Bonomo.
Bonomo's in the lead.
Jack of hearts on the turn.
No help to either player.
Cassidy checks. Bonomo checks. 6 of diamonds on the river. Joe checks.
Yes, hi.
Me too.
The 8 plays.
I believe that's the winner.
Oh, you're so sick. You're so
Got
sick.
him.
Yeah! I'm the winner.
Nice going, Nadya. You played great.
Thank you.
The time is now. What will Nadya Magnus do? Will she keep the cash? Will she come back and risk it all? Don't go anywhere.
Yes!
Her decision is coming up as soon as we come back. Welcome back to Las Vegas, where things are hot outside and very tense inside right now. After 150 hands, our loose cannon, Nadya Magnus, is the second biggest winner at the table. The single mother of a 16-year-old son, Roman, who told us earlier this week that she was playing in memory of her late mother, now faces the decision of a lifetime. Keep the money that she won, or risk it all and come back for a chance to win even more. Nadya is our leading loose cannon right now, but will her winnings be enough for that NAPT passport? Here's Amanda.
Nadya Magnus, the time has come. You have a big decision to make today. You can either take the money you've won and hope it's enough to win that NAPT prize, or you can come back and play next week, risking it all for a chance to add to your winnings. Nadya, this is it. This is it. What are you gonna do?
Deal or no deal, huh?
That's it.
I'll take the money.
You're gonna take it.
I'm gonna take the money.
There you go. She's gonna take the money and go home. Well, congratulations. Do you think your
you so
mother was
much.
looking down on you?
I think she did.
Yeah?
I asked her for help a couple of times.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
and I
sure
think
she
you
helped me
got
out.
it.
Yeah.
You gonna call your son right away?
Yeah.
Tell him how you did?
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. Congratulations again, okay?
Thank you so much.
I'm Amanda Leatherman saying goodbye for now. And remember, if you've got the cash and the guts, there's always a seat open at the big game. See you next time.
If you want a chance to be like Nadya and appear on the big game, simply log on to PokerStars.net. There are free qualifying tournaments every day. For Joe Stapleton, I'm Chris Rose. We'll see you next week.
Overall, I have to say that Nadya played really, really well. I think the whole table was impressed with how she played.
She picked her spots very well. She was way better than I thought she was going to be.
I think it was the obvious decision for her to quit and keep the money. You know, $60,000 is a lot of money to her at this point. She's a single mother. I think it would have been irresponsible to gamble with that money.
Roman, guess what? I won a bunch of money. Awesome. I love you. All right, bye.
The preceding was a presentation from PokerStars.net.